If you would pick up a gun, if you would shed blood for this country like our forefathers did, then do diplomacy first and help us get these guys out of office. Donate an hour a day, an hour a week, 10 hours a week. If you're retired, 40 hours a week, and let's take our damn country back.
Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri has just guaranteed that both sides of the Senate are going to be forced to debate the contested election results in at least the state of Pennsylvania. He hasn't indicated if he's going to also contest the results in other states, but he, as of now, today, December 30th, is the only senator who has verbally announced that he will contest President-elect Joe Biden's victory results in at least one state. That state carries at least 20 electoral votes. Again, this is a huge, huge statement here. It forces Mitch McConnell and all of the GOP senators to pick a side. It's America or it's the globalists. It's the sovereignist constitutionalists or it's the socialist communists. Which side are you on? I know a lot of people think it's about being a Trump or a Republican divide, and that's really not as simple as it is. It's, Trump is a populist, and he really represents the attitude of we the people, and we the people had certain desires which we elected him into office for. Again, his rhetoric, his way of talking about many of the elements that he's talked about, maybe not in the way that I would choose to do them, but still, he has tried to hold true on his campaign promises that many of those constituents who supported him voted him into office for. And that's more than you can say about a lot of career politicians who've been there their whole lives or longer than I've been on this planet and who have delivered less to their communities than I have. So, again, I just have to say it's tremendously awesome that Senator Hawley is giving this contested results into the Senate. It's going to force Mitch McConnell, all of these senators to pick a side. I can't wait to see who's the sellouts. We're going to see the political divide clear as day and night. But still, those who do sign on, is it going to be enough? Is Mike Pence still going to get involved? I know many thought that Mitch McConnell just played good cop, bad cop, whereas he just turned around and decided to offer again the $2,000 stimulus checks, including a provision for the 230s amendment and the Section 230 for the Fair Trade Use Act relating to the big tech. Now, I'm a huge proponent of this amendment. I believe that the big tech censorship obviously has gone too far. Most people on the right don't feel comfortable even enjoying the platform anymore. It's really hard to talk about certain issues, about irregularities relating to the election, without maybe saying something that might get your channel flagged, demonetized, and if not demonetized in at least the short term, it could overall get you a strike or other community guideline violations by merit of your political affiliation rather than the actual merit of the content that is within the video. So again, many of us have felt stymied. We haven't been portraying ourselves on the platform and as freely in a way that we wish we could, whereas other groups are free to hate even on specifically conservatives, whereas if conservatives retaliate, they often see themselves censored. And I think it's been increasingly clear during the election where the president's own tweets were either censored and removed, that every single one of his statements was fact-checked in a way where it was hard to share his posts. People who shared the president's posts, in some cases, were banned off of different platforms. And again, I think that it's fine if these different areas want to take on a different publisher atmosphere. I think many of us know that Twitter and Facebook are left-leaning, but again, if that was in their policies, if they were treated to the legal liabilities of discrimination or for repercussions of false statements, then I think most of us would be okay with allowing at least what goes on there to continue, because we'd feel like at least there'd be some repercussion or recompense if we wanted to sue for liability. However, as it's set up, you cannot sue for your money back on marketing for Facebook ads if your ads weren't really pumped out to the markets or populations that you paid for because Facebook really didn't want to give that to you, or if it decided to ban you off of a approved Facebook ad where then later it says it violates their own community guidelines because too many people like it. So again, until we have Section 230, we have at least fairness on the internet. I think we're going to continue to see a schism where people are forced to participate on particular platforms because alternatives are not yet established, but the language itself is stymied. And I think that this has effectually been the plan of the left. Those of us on the right, what we need to do is, I think we need to learn to take the heat. We need to step forward. We need to speak our mind. We need to be a part of the fight. Now in Arizona specifically, they're encouraging people strongly to take up not arms, but pen and paper to go around door to door and collect signatures to remove the people from their city councils and from their state boards who they feel have committed treason and think that should be removed. So I'm going to go ahead and end with a short clip here tonight, which I think is just really interesting. This woman is very passionate from Arizona, and she touches on a few good points about Bill Gates, about the tech censors who want to not allow us to look into the election because they think that that would be too much privacy and too much digging in and encroaching upon our rights, whereas they sell our data left and right to marketers, including here on this platform where you may have been shown something selective before you were even able to see this video. So why don't you see what she has to say? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like it, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button, and we'll see you at the next Triggered Newscast.
Bill Gates says, and let's be clear, what they're looking for as a conservative, I feel very strongly about individual private information of voters, and the information being requested in these subpoenas violates their privacy. I'm going to fight to protect that information before we will ever turn it over. Do you know what I say? Board of Supervisors, you're lying. You're liars. You're treasonous. The state of Arizona, we the people push you in office. And we stood by while you locked down our businesses. You forced mask mandates on the people. And we trusted you. And we listened to you. Now you're going to listen to us. I want everybody here to get involved in this movement. This is not just about recalling the Board of Supervisors, but I'm going to tell you, if you really want this done, everyone here tonight needs to pull their part. We know the fraud exists, but now we got to fix it. And the only way to do that is to get rid of these treasonous politicians sitting in their comfy chairs. Go to WeThePeopleAZAlliance.com. Sign up to get involved. Go to that table and sign the petitions against the Board of Supervisors. I know the line is long. Lots of you don't even know what supervisor is yours. But it's going to take us 100,000 signatures for each one of these treasonous guys. You're carrying the Gadsden flags, right? How many of you say, give me liberty or give me death? Okay, so will you pick up a pen and a clipboard and get 10 of your neighbors to sign to get these people out? I am commissioning you guys tonight, please. If you would pick up a gun, if you would shed blood for this country like our forefathers did, then do diplomacy first and help us get these guys out of office. Donate an hour a day, an hour a week, 10 hours a week. If you're retired, 40 hours a week. And let's take our damn country back. Thank you.